Bad days, 3 straight wins and an Irvins Mustakov shutout have helped the Steelers to a 4-game winning streak and a 3rd place finish in the Elite League, where their reward is a playoff quarter-final against Guildford. Matthew Wire and Andreas Yamtin return to the lineup. Tim Wallace and Matt Marquardt make way, whilst Kieran Brown and Liam Kirk are on GB Under-18s duty. The Flames are without Liam Stewart, Ian Waters and Richard Crowe, and Brian Stewart gets the nod over Chris Carozzi in goal. Nothing can be decided for sure tonight, and as the Steelers know only too well from both perspectives, no first leg lead is ever safe enough. But Sheffield are the reigning playoff champions, and they're in no mood to give up that title. Westerling, forward with purpose. Neely. Fretter. This is a line that's been good for the Steelers over the last 2 and a bit games. Tied up in the corner, and the Flames are doing a good job deep in their own zone so far in this one. They've won a lot of pucks back against the end wall. This one's sent forward. Icing is waved off as Craig gets to the puck. He drops it back for Lundin. Penalty being called against the Steelers here. Stewart has gone for the extra skater. 6-on-5 in the Flames' favour. Jesse Craig. He scored! Long shot. Beats Mustakov's. And on the delayed penalty, we have ourselves an opening goal.
Yeah, it looks as though one of the Guildford players in front of that may get a deflection on this, as Craig drags it across the blue line and gets a good hard wrist shot away. We'll see it right here if they do get a touch in front, or if that just beats Mustakov's. There's the deflection right there. It is a great deflection there in front of the net.
And then they leave the puck behind Guildford. Oh, it's played out and intercepted by Ackerud just in front of Fretter. And he's going to bring his team into the zone. Avoids the hip check. It's still Ackerud. Feeds the pass to Jadlowski, who reaches it on the stretch. Behind the goal with Ferguson. Trying to get away from Francilla. Puck comes back out. Ackerud can take his time. He sends it towards goal. Mustakovs is out of the crease. He dives to get back. Somehow he smothered it. And the Steelers are delighted to hear that whistle, because it was very nearly 2 for Guildford.
That's a great recovery there. We'll see it, I'm sure, on the power play here. It just dribbles through, and you can see Francilla loses his man behind the net. Quicker to react as a Guildford player, and the backhand comes through, but Mustakovs does a great job right there, getting his paddle down, and then he's scrambling trying to find the puck.
Armstrong's carried it a long way and then fed it right through everything. O'Connor, time to wind and fire, takes a deflection. Oh, and it was sitting at the side of the goal. Follow up from Armstrong. That one's gone behind the net. War's trying to dig it out. Stewart's trying to free it. And then he takes an acrobatic tumble. And there's going to be a penalty called here. The Steelers think there's some theatrics going on, but Stewart is still lying in the crease.
I thought, if you will, let's have a little look at it here, because there's a hook right there on Matthew Waugh. And here comes a stick right across there, which is the Guildford's own player that does it. And yet again, the referees are duped from another one. We can see it. I could see it from plain as day from way up here, and I'm by the White House, and I knew that it was a Guildford guy that got the stick on it.
Still 5-on-5 hockey, 17-18 remaining in the 3rd period. Guildford Flames still leading by that 1-0 scored by Wells after a period of pressure. Oh, there's the equaliser! It's Big John back with a bang!
Yeah, and I can't understand what Guildford were complaining about there. 2 players sticking their arms up in the air and not reacting to what's going on. And John Armstrong, Johnny on the spot, picks the puck up, and this is a great wrist shot. High to the glove side. I'm not sure if it takes a little bit of a deflection off of Craig in front of the net. If we have another little angle, we'd have a little check and see, but I'm not sure if the officials are conferring about it center ice, but
Nelson tries to land a hit. Flames move forward with Phillips. Blocker save made. Oh, we got a penalty coming in here, and the Steelers are furious. They're going to get done for kneeing. That's the penalty. It's going to put the Flames on a man advantage here. And Dowd, who had his stick taken from him a few moments before, went to the bench to get another one. He's then going to get done for that knee-on-knee hit. Francilla trying to free it. It's the Flames who do. Across the line, there's a little bit of room here. Mustakovs makes the save. The puck is loose, and the Flames trying to put it in from the angle. Weird bounce back out. The Steelers can't get it clear, and the Flames can't put it in. Desperation stuff from both sides. 30 seconds left on the power play. Walker, playoff hero last year for the Steelers. Centre cross, put in! Go-ahead goal! And it's Ferguson. The power play counts for Guildford. And it's the away support on their feet again.
It's actually really good play by Guildford. If you watch what they do, Ferguson rolls around behind the back of the net and gets the return pass. But a great job by Sheffield to do everything before that.
Power play feel, we're still 5-on-5. Dowd, can he play that killer pass? Steelers want to make a couple of changes. They'll retain possession on the near side boards. Nelson, tangle out front, opportunity, the Steelers can't wrap it in, it was Westerling. There is a penalty coming in though, and Westerling's been hit again. And there might be 2 penalties coming in here.
Yeah, the first one's going to be out in front. It's going to be a cross-check right out in front of the net. And I think you're right, there may be another one here. We'll see if this is a follow-through with a high hit to the face. Right there it is, and there it is, your second one. It's a definite roughing call, so.
Shot through, save made, rebound, that's saved as well. Oh, and then there's a real scramble at the side of the goal. The puck is live and it's been not covered. We'll still play on with Westerling. Oh, and then a lovely little touch from Ackerud. Takes it beyond and out of the zone. That's a crucial intervention. Crowd is alive. The Flames have still got penalty left to kill. Westerling. That shot takes a deflection wide. Westerling back to Matheson. Westerling into the crease. What a save that is by Stewart. It's still live. There's still a chance. Westerling, can he lift it in? Stewart leaps up and saves. What a game he's had tonight.
Well, you know, your netminder has to be your best penalty killer, and Stewart definitely there deserves to go for a skate and get his win back, because I guarantee his heart rate is through the roof at the minute. But some great puck movement by Sheffield to create some opportunities. You'll see a couple of good chances to score. Just doesn't bounce far enough, and they can't get the puck up as Stewart is all over the place. And a good job by Guildford there to collapse.
What will the scoreline be? It's 2-1 in the Flames' favour at the moment. They've only got 3 skaters out against Sheffield's 5 for the next 25 seconds. A false start on the face-off. And Armstrong will be replaced. Steelers will get to the puck behind the goal with Dowd. He'll play it back out. There's a crowd in front of Stewart. The shot is well blocked. It was Ackerud in the way. Slap shot. That one's not blocked. That's the equaliser. And what a ripper from Dowd.
That's the one that you were looking for. This is a switch play that they got before. The thing about this one is it goes on the switch. Levi Nelson does an absolutely fantastic job in front. Robbie Dowd just takes it a little bit wider and goes back across, and maybe it gets a little bit of a touch there. As you can see the puck kind of knuckle a little bit as it goes past the Guildford player at the top of the crease. But good job in front of the net there by Levi Nelson to create that screen. And Stewart doesn't pick it up at all, I don't think, as it goes by him.
Lidhammer sends it around. Arson will chase it. Craig pinches in. Arson lands the shoulder. Worked away from the boards. The Steelers will flip it free, but not out of the zone. Played with a high stick by London, and he'll back away, and that'll allow the Steelers into possession. Armstrong carried it a long way. John Armstrong, what about this? Oh, Armstrong! Goal of the season.
you have to laugh at this, to be fair, because he's on fire driving through here. Guildford have him cut off there, but London goes flying, and then he's in all alone. And you watch the puck bobble, and he does just enough as Stewart goes down early to take everything away low, and Armstrong just gets enough to put it up into the top part of the net, and you can see how happy and how excited they are to to get that goal. 6 minutes left here from time.
This is the 40th game we've shown you on Steelers TV this season, and we haven't seen anything like that.
Definitely not. I mean, he picks that puck up below the circles in his own end.
Second of the night for Armstrong, unassisted. It takes him to 20 for the season. Shows the Steelers what they've been missing for those 3 months he was out of the lineup. And then he lands a big hit on Kevin Phillips. And then another hit coming in from David Phillips, but it doesn't get the puck out of the zone. The Steelers are in front for the first time in this quarterfinal. And they're playing with all the confidence that you'd expect of a team at home that's winning now. And they're first to every loose puck. The Steelers will want to make the most of this momentum and the most of this last 5 and a bit minutes of home ice time. Could be a very different story tomorrow. Only Cardiff had a better home league record than Guildford did this season. The Steelers won at the Spectrum on the opening weekend, but they lost later in the season. The Steelers are looking for another, and they've got it! Played across and put in by Valdix. What a turnaround! 4-2 Sheffield.
Sheffield are just exploding here. That play all happens in the neutral zone with some nice touch pass as Freder comes fresh from the bench. Gets in behind everybody and does a great job there finding Valdix coming in a little bit late. And the cracks are finally starting to show here for Guildford. You can see right there the frustration on Walker as he slams his stick into the post.
Neely taps it in. Again, the chase is on. Played away from Freder, but Ronberg steps up and keeps it in the zone. Freder's going to need a little bit of support. It's wedged in here with Craig. And it's Neely who emerges with possession. Spinning, and then playing it straight to Ferguson. Then nice hands to free himself a little bit of room. On to Campbell. He has it knocked away from him. Neely checks hard into the boards, and that will be boarding.
Sheffield have to be careful here. The penalty's been called. You don't want to be getting overly aggressive here and taking anything away as they're trying to protect Eric Neely, who went face first into the boards.
Doctor is out onto the ice, and Neely is still down.
Yeah, you can see he's getting up to his knees, and he's going to have a little check out there. Obviously, Doc is out there just to see, as we'll see here. Coming in a little bit late, and he's indefinite in a boarding position there, where it's not a hard penalty to call there. It's a pretty easy one to give it up, as you can see. Powell to the head, could be a 5 if there's a blood and the player doesn't return. Yeah, and of course
call the check from behind.
They will. Then they'll review it tonight before the game, just in case they upgrade that to a 5 or anything worse.
Trying to skate away from trouble. That's an awkward pass, and it's too far in front of Matheson. We're into the final, well, now 40 seconds. Steelers have scored some late goals this season, usually against Nottingham. What a big difference a late goal could make here. Matheson shoots it through, it's deflected in! They do have a 5th! Looked to hit something en route, whether it was a deflection or it was Stewart. The shot from Matheson has found the back of the net, and the Steelers have a 3-goal advantage.
Yeah, it does go right in there. You don't know if it goes down or not. He's looking at his defenseman. You can see him going right there. Nothing I can do about that, but you know, again, this is the thing that kills teams in the playoffs, especially over 2 legs. Giving up the late goals. You saw Sheffield do it in the Challenge Cup when they gave one up on a situation when Mustakov makes a pass up the boards, and how important was that 1 goal that they gave up? And you look at the 1 goal that they've given up here with under 30 seconds to go, which will give them a 3-goal lead, you would have thought, here going into Guildford tomorrow.
Back to 5-on-5. Final few seconds. Will there be time to get the puck out in front for another shot? Doesn't look likely. Guildford are going to keep this one in the corner, and time will expire. And Sheffield, who trailed for such a long time in this game, as the action continues after the whistle. Lots of pushing and shoving. Tempers are flaring.
Some of this is going to be retaliatory stuff for things that have gone on.
And still it goes on. Reddick is furious down there.
This is what you're getting is you can see the guys Dunbar that comes out. This is all what it is late in the game. Phillips and Dunbar. Dunbar, he's the one that's in the penalty box for a cheap shot on.
David Phillips is being led away by the linesman.
And this is what
he's really unhappy.
If they get a 2-minute penalty now, they've done the thing to get Sheffield out in advance and get Guildford on their heels going into the game tomorrow night.
In the third period, the Sheffield Steelers needed somebody to step up and make a difference. And John Armstrong levelled the tie in the 43rd minute. The game was level at 2-2 not long after, and he picked up the puck behind his own goal. He skated past everyone to score the goal of the season and turn this quarter-final in the Steelers' favour. It's not job done just yet, but there's still time to celebrate a home victory in the Steelers' final home game of the season. Well, he's had 3 months to think this one up. And he's putting on the gun show. And that concludes our 40th game of the season on Steelers TV. Your support via the live stream, Facebook goal packages and YouTube highlights is very much appreciated. We thank you for watching. Your thanks should go to the camera operators, editors and producers, Mick, Liz, Matt, Liam, Elliot, David, Stephen, Martin and Dave, who've made this stream possible. From Ron Shudra and myself, Jonathan Fernley, enjoy your summer and we'll see you at Ice Sheffield on August the 11th to do it all again.
Well, I'm sure you're delighted with the final outcome. It was frustrating at times, but the process continued.
Yeah, we weren't frustrated. I mean, that's the difference. I mean, it's playoff hockey. I mean, if you're the team on the road in that first leg, that's what you want. You want to be that team. And they sat back and they had 4 guys behind the puck. They were really disciplined for the first period. And, you know, they got a 6-on-5, good tip there in the slot, and they got that lead. But I felt, you know, they had a really good, you know, we talked about it being 6 periods, maybe 7, depending if it goes all the way. And we just wanted to stay with the process. So the building was quiet in the first period because, you know, they were being a bit smart between every play. They were really slow on their changes and just trying to slow us down, slow any momentum down in the game. And but I thought the second period, I know we didn't score, but I thought we had 4 or 5 really, really good chances in the low scoring area, right down in the slot, scoring area 1. And we didn't get pucks up and over Stewart. And but I felt that we were going the right way. I really did, and I thought we played, you know, a majority of the game in their defensive zone that period. So even though we went 2-1 down on the power play, again, we just stayed with the process. We didn't want to get away from it. We changed, you know, how we did a couple of things after the second period that we thought we could expose, and then, you know, we get the second goal on the power play. Dowdy, great one time, a good net presence, and Johnny scores. Well, must be the goal of the season. I mean, unbelievable, and that's how much we've missed.
That's what you've been missing for, what, 25, 26, 27 games?
Yeah, we have, and picked the puck up in our end, and he went coast to coast, and he put one high up over Stewart, and then that just energised the building and the bench, and then, you know, Valley gets one off a great dish from Fretz, and a great power play goal, good net presence again, you know, and... you know, we take a 3-0 lead, but, you know, we talked, you know, about what's happened in the past when you go down to second legs, and, you know, it's not easy. You're going into someone else's rink, but we're where we'd like to be. We've got to learn from what happened previously. We're not going to dwell on that, and we want to go down and win the game tomorrow. It's not a case of just sitting back and you know, absorbing the pressure. We want to get on the puck. We want to manage it. We want to score goals. We want to win the hockey game, but we'll have to do the same thing again tomorrow.
Do the 2 recent aggregate ties that we've had last year against Nottingham, coming back here 3 goals up, and then what happened in Cardiff, is that what you mean by learn from our experiences, those 2 games?
We have to learn from that. It's hockey. It's hockey. You know, it doesn't matter what the situation is. You know, if you go into somebody else's building, you've got to be ready to play. You've got to be on your toes. You know, you've got to look to grind a win out, and we came good last 10 minutes of the game today, but I think that was hard work for 50 minutes previous to that.